see it, okay. Shalom, 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 family. You know what time it is. You know what day it is. It's Friday, 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 Friday. And of course, we have the Lashawan Qadash class, the Hebrew class, or as like to call it in Atlanta, Heberws 101 in the building, all right? As always, we don't do too many fancy things. We just stick with the basics, you know, going over our numbers, our letters, characters, making sure we got pronunciations right. Why? So when you have to read for the Sabbath, read for the generals, read for the feast, or read for your own pleasure, you got it down packed. All right? Let's get to it. As always, start with the foundation. Start with our alphabet, okay? 22 characters, 22 letters. Take them from the top. A, Ba, Ga, Da, Ha, Wa, Za, Ka, Ta, Ya, Ka, La, Ma, Na, Sa, I, Pa, Taza, Kwa, Ra, Sha, Fa. All right. All right. Now, focusing in on the ancient Hebrew. Okay. Here we go. A looks like a to on its side. Ba looks like a fish hook. Ga, Da, triangle. Ha, a backwards English F. Wa, or as a wishbone, if you will. Za, Z. Ka, a ladder or a fence. Ta, it's going to look like a little target. Ya, kind of like the hand picking. Ka, La, another English L. Ma, Na, Sa, it's going to look like a flagpole or an antenna. I, it's going to look like the letter O. Pa, it's going to look like the letter J. Taza, Kwa, it's going to look like a mushroom. Ra, it's going to look like the number 4. Sha, English W. And Fa, it's going to look like a lowercase t on its side. All right. And next we have in the Assyrian. All right. Last time. A, Ba, Ga, Da, Ha, Wa, Za, Ka, Ta, Ya, Ka. And remember, in the Assyrian Hebrew, there are 5 letters, counting 5 letters that will change their shapes. So like it only when they're at the end of the word. All right. Ka and Ka. I was going to have the extended clip looking like the character Da. Then La, Ma, which will look like a box. Goes from looking like a bell to a box if it's at the end of a word. Then Na. Okay, and when Na is at the end of the word, Na is going to look like the Assyrian Wa, but with an extended clip. Then we have Sa, and we always go over Sa can be mistaken for Ma sometimes, or the vice versa. But remember, if it is at the beginning or anywhere, if it's not at the end of the word, it's going to be ma. You have sa here, and sa is going to have a little extra bang at the top, alright? Then I, pa will change the shape when it's at the end of the word. Remember, extended clip. Then tazah. Tazah is going to go from crooked letter Y to straightened, extended clip. Then we have qua, ra, and remember, ra and da can look alike, but remember, da is going to be straight forward, and ra is going to have more curve appeal. Okay? And also, we forgot to go over ha and ka. Ha will have a space in between. Ka is just straight down like a staple. Alright? Then we have sha. Sha is going to look like a pitchfork head. Okay? And then we have fa. Fa. Fa is going to kind of resemble ka, but bent up. More curve appeal. Alright? Most High in Christ. Let's see. Now, let's go and review. Alright, let's review from what we did last week, just in case and brothers and sisters weren't able to catch us last week. Alright. Let's see here. A little bit of reviewing. Alright. So now, last week, we went over the tribes. Alright. And we did them in ancient Hebrew. Alright. We did them in ancient Hebrew. So we're going to go over that just a little quickly. And also do them in Assyrian Hebrew. Just in case. Alright. Put this here. So like it. Oops. There we go. That's better. Alright. Just hold this here. Alright. Hopefully brothers and sisters can see this on the board. Kind of limiting colors right now. But it's alright. Yeah. So our first one, we have, first tribe is Judah, which in Hebrew is going to be pronounced Yahanna. Alright. So we pronounce Yahanna, which also means the Most High praise. Okay? Most High praise. Now, how do we write this out? In actual Hebrew, Yahweh, and also remember we write from right to left. With Salaki, you might see me writing left to right, backwards. Okay. All right. And don't forget, in in ancient Hebrew are bumpers and bridges. Okay. So there we have it. In ancient Hebrew, Yahawada. Okay. And now in Assyrian, I'm going to write it out as all right. There we have it. So, okay, the review. We have the first tribe, the tribe of Judah, or in Hebrew, the tribe of Yahawada, which means the Most High praise. And here we have it in Assyrian in the green, Yahawada, with the bumpers and bridges. And then in Assyrian, it's going to look as such, Yahawada. Right? Most High in Christ. That's it for a few more seconds.
Salaki, sir.
Hey! Somebody say Salaki?
Come on, sir. Yahweh Shem God, Lord of Christ, Jerusalem, and just yes, Salaki. So I think the line is reflecting a little bit much on the right hand side. The top, I can't see the top. The bottom is slightly, viewable. The top, I can't see it, sir. Salaki.
No sweat, no sweat. Yahweh Shem Yahshua part 5. Appreciate that. Thank you very much. And then we'll see if we can fix that. Huh?
Much better.
Okay, it's much better? Okay, no.
Perfect.
Okay, Most High in Christ. Excellent. But Salaki, at least I just took the board so I can write a little better. But I definitely will consider that. All right. So once again, we have the tribe of Judah, which means the Most High praise. Okay, and in Hebrew, it's going to be written out. It's going to be pronounced Yahawada, and in ancient Hebrew, Yahawada, bumpers and bridges, and then on the bottom is Assyrian. All right. All right. Still in review mode. Our next one is tribe of Benjamin. Tribe of Benjamin, which in Hebrew will be pronounced Ban Yamyan. Which means son of my right. Son of my right. Okay. And now let's write this out in ancient first. Bumpers and bridges in ancient. Ban Yum Yun. All right. Now let's write this out in Assyrian. Right from left. Ban Yum. Yeah. All right. So, review mode. We have the tribe of Benjamin, which in Hebrew means Ban Yam Yam, which is pronounced Ban Yam Yam, and it also means son of my right. Okay. And in the green, we're going to have ancient Hebrew with bumpers and bridges, Ban Yam Yam, And in Assyrian, it's going to pronounce Ban, Yum, Yun. And remember in Assyrian, which is very important, that Yun at the end, extended clip for the noun. Alright? No time Christ. And our next tribe is the tribe of Levi. Tribe of Levi, pronounced Yah, which means joined to me. All right. And in ancient Hebrew, Yah. And in Assyrian Hebrew, yeah. Right. Let's sit for a few more seconds. Remember, we are in review mode, but we will be moving quite quickly. Tribe of Levi, Yah, means joined to me. Pronounced, it's like written out, Yah, ancient Hebrew, Yah, Assyrian Hebrew. Next tribe, tribe of Simeon, tribe of Simeon. Okay, and pronounced, that's like pronounced Sha, my one. Pronounced Shemai one. And which means affliction heard. Affliction heard. All right. Now, writing it out. Sha, my one. All right. And in Syrian, all right. So the next tribe is the tribe. We have the tribe of Simeon, or Shemai one, which means affliction heard. Ancient Hebrew, Shamai, one. Assyrian Hebrew, Shamai, one. Here we go again with the na at the end. Extended clip. Extended clip. All right. Get out a few seconds. Oh, fire and cracks. Next tribe. Tribe of Zebulon, or in Hebrew, Zebulon. Zebulon, which means to dwell with me. Dwell with me. Ancient Hebrew, Zebulon. Assyrian Hebrew, all right. Zebulon. Zebulon, to dwell with me. Zebulon. Zebulon. All right. Outside crush. Very good. Very good. All right. Our next tribe is Ephraim, or a part. Here we go. Or Parium, and Ephraim, Parium, means faithful. Faithful. All right. How do we write this out? In ancient, pa, ra, ya, ma, pa, ra, yum. Assyrian, pa, ra, yum. Ephraim, Aparium, faithful. Most High in Christ. A couple more seconds. Ephraim, Parium, faithful, Parium. Alright? Of course, we should already know also who these people are. Ephraim are the so-called Puerto Ricans. Zebulon or Zabalawan is so-called Guatemalans, Panamanians. Simeon, Shemaiwan, so-called Dominicans. Levi, Lawya, so-called Haitians. Benjamin, Banyamyan, son of my right, right? So-called West Indians, Caribbeans, if you will, and Judah, Yahanna, the Most High praise, so-called American Negroes. All right. And we're class. All this right now is just a review from last week. We heard that some brothers and sisters weren't able to attend to the class, so I just wanted to do a little catch up for them. All right. Most High in Christ. Next, we have tribe of Vanessa. Tribe of Vanessa, or Ma Na Manasha, okay, which means made to forget. Made to forget. I'd like to know why the so-called Cubans or Cubans were named as such, as made to forget. That would be a very interesting question for the Most High. All right. All right. So now, stick to the plan. Manashah. You have Ma Na Shah. Bumpers and bridges. Ma Na Shah. And Assyrian. Ma Na Shah. All right. Let it sit for a few seconds. Mana Vanessa. Mana Shah. Made to forget. So-called Cubans. Ma Na Shah. Ma Na Shah. All right. And that's it. Most High in Christ. Next tribe. Tribe of Gad. And in Hebrew, We stick with the same, keep that same energy. Gad. I'm still trying to get that research if it's pronounced, if it should be pronounced God almost in Hebrew. All right. In the meantime, between time, Gad means a troop. A troop. Alright? And they are the so-called Native American Indians. Oh, everybody can read that. Okay. Now, simply put, we have in the ancient Hebrew, and in Assyrian Hebrew, we have Gad. Alright. Most High Christ. Tribe of Gad. Gad or God. We do need to do research on that. I gotta get that answer. Because we have Oz or whatnot. So we have God, we have God, then Da. So it should be pronounced God in Hebrew. We need to find out.
Yes,
I don't want to teach the wrong thing. Alright? And Gad in Hebrew means troop. They are the so-called Native American Indians. And here is how we write it out in ancient Hebrew. Remember the bridge? And Assyrian. Voila. Messiah Christ. And our next tribe of Reuben. Tribe of Reuben, or Ra'al, Ra'alban. Rawban. Alright? And this means a son. A son. Alright? Now, get a little tricky in ancient Hebrew. Ra. Wa. Then we have Wa and Na. So in ancient Hebrew, we have the letters Ra, Wa, Wa, and Na. And we will not be pronouncing this Ra'alban. Alright? Instead, we will pronounce it Ra'alban. Rawban. Alright? Messiah Christ. And don't forget that extended clip at the end. Ra'alban. Ra'alban. Alright? Most High Christ. Give us a few seconds. Oh. As a reminder, Reuben, or Ra'alban, is a son, and he is also the so-called Seminole Indians. Seminole Indians. All right. Just in case you ever forget, he is named after the college football team, the Seminoles. I wonder if they're going to change. I wonder if or when they're going to change their mascot name. You know, because we already lost the Redskins. Lost the Redskins. But then again, Redskins is more of a byword, you know, kind of a racial slur. Seminoles is like the tribe, actually. So we'll see. Hey, Shalaki, come on in.
Hello, Council. One question, sir, if I may.
Absolutely.
Did they name the Tomahawks after them as well? Salaki.
Named after the Tomahawks. Which team is that?
Oh, it's Lucky. I think it was a Little League baseball team in Georgia. I think called Tomahawks.
Tomahawks?
Yeah. Yeah, it was a Little League baseball team.
I'm hearing that's a Little League baseball team in Georgia. Yeah, that's after more Native Indian culture. But seeing as it's a weapon, it's an actual weapon, more than likely they probably wouldn't have to change it. They probably would, or if I could, they wouldn't get as much slack. They wouldn't get as much slack.
Oh, they slot wrong thing.
Uh-huh.
I don't know the Braves still do it now. Do they? Oh.
Yeah, they still do.
Oh,
I think they still do.
Okay.
All right. So next we have the tribe of Asher. Tribe of Asher. Tribe of Asher, or in Hebrew, Ashar. Ashar. All right. And Ashar, Asher means happy. Happy. Write this out. Assyrian Hebrew, so I goes. Ancient Hebrew. Shah, Ra, Shar. All right. There we go. Not be confused. Then ancient, so I can Syrian Hebrew. There we go. And also, Asher is so-called Colombians. And you can also throw in Uruguay as well. So Uruguay with three U's. So 2 U's. The Colombians are Uruguayans. Alright? Asher, Ashar, happy, Colombians, Uruguayans. A-sha-ra, a-shar. A-sha-ra, a-shar. Alright? One time question. Moving pretty quick. Moving pretty quick. Alright. Alright. Alright, moving on. Next tribe. Oops, wait. Next tribe. Naphtali. Naphtali. Or in Hebrew, La Fa Thal Ya. Naphtali in Hebrew, which means my wrestling. My wrestling. Alright. Let's see. Naphtali. We have we have Na, Ha, Ta, La, Ya. Na, Ha, Ta, Ya. Alright. And Syrian Hebrew. There we go. And Naphtali, which means my wrestling, is so-called Argentinians. To Chileans. Or you can just say Argentina to Chile. Alright? Naphtali. What? Naphtali. How do you say it?
Naphtali.
Naphtali. I don't know, for some reason, it feels like it's harder to say it in English for some reason.
Mm-hmm.
But again, Most High Christ. We can catch on Hebrew or the English.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. Which means my wrestling, so-called people from Argentina to Chile. We have Na, Pa, Fa, La, Ya, Naphtali, Naphtali. Alright, let that sit for a few seconds. And we will continue to move. We're pretty good for our review.
Right.
Most High Christ. Most High Christ. Alright. And our last tribe is the tribe of Isupk. tribe of Issachar, which means he's hired. He's hired. And Issachar in Hebrew is pronounced Yash Shakar. Yashakar. Alright? And Yashakar is the so-called who in the parsh?
Oh, so-called Mexicans.
Excellent. Yashakar are our Mexican brothers. Alright? Let's write this out in also the parsh. Come write this out for me. Come write this out for me. In ancient Hebrew.
Okay.
Yashakar.
Okay. That's gonna be short. No. I'm just writing serious.
Also, you're right. We're used to writing Syrian.
Okay.
Okay, so then say what? No. Then give it to me. Give it to me in English. Give it to me in a Syrian Hebrew. Give it to me in a Syrian Hebrew first. No, you got it? Okay. End the building. Let's go.
Okay. Yeah, right there. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Car.
In the building. Look at that. You play me like you didn't know. You didn't know. I had to take you to counsel for that. Very good, very good. Both high in Christ. All right. So now, let me write it out in Assyrian. Yash, Shah, Car. Very good, very good. There we go, son of Posh. Very good. All right. We have Yash, Shah, Car. Yash, Shah, Car. Which means he's hired. And these are our Mexican brothers. All right. Very good, very good. That's it for a couple seconds. All right. So now, continue on with our review class. Next, let's go over our numbers. Go over our numbers real quick. All right. Cool beans. So now, our first number is stick with blue. Switch it up. Our first number is a cod. Oops. Oh. Our first number is a cod. A cod. Which is Number 1. Yes, I am kind of writing that backwards. Number 1 is a cod. A cod. Okay. Cool. Okay, so number 1 is a cod. Okay. Then number 2 is Shanya. Shanya. Number 2 is Shanya. Alright. Shanya. Number 3 is, what's the question? Can you think of what number 3 is?
Okay.
A cod, Shanya, and Shalash. Right? Shalash. Okay. Shalash. That's the only Hebrew word that makes sense. And look, they can be spelled forward and backward. Shalash. Alright. That's it for a couple seconds. Right. Next, number 4 is Rabbi. 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 Number 4. And number 5 is also the Posh?
Kamash.
Very good. Gotta get back into doing these numbers more often, even for myself. Mash. Very good. Qadash. Alright, that's it. So we have Akkad, Shanya, Shalash, Arabai, and Kamash. Number 6 is, the number 6 is Shasha. Very good. We're also going over these numbers, so brothers can get used to counting them out in Hebrew. Say like we're doing some exercise. Akkad, Shanya, Shalash, Arabai, Kamash, Shasha. Alright? Alright. These little things that help us get back to our original language and our original culture. Alright. And pretty soon the goal will be at least to count up to 25 in Hebrew. Alright. So now, what is number 7? What is number 7? Number 7 is? Go ahead.
Number 7 is Shabbat.
Hey, very good. Very good. Number 7 is Shabbai. Nice. Alright. Cool. So we have number 6, Shasha. 7, Shabbai. Anybody guess? Can you guess also the part what number 8 is?
Shalom. 1. Yeah.
Right. Shama. Oops. Shama. 1. Right. So number 8 is Shama Wana. We're going to write this out. Just in case, well, if you ever have to read this in the text, which you will. Right. So, just reviewing. Number 1 is Akkad. Number 2 is Shanya. Number 3 is Shalash. Number 4 is Arabai. Number 5 is Kamash. Number 6, Shah. 7,
Shabbat.
8,
Shamawana.
Shamawana. Good. And like I said, to help us memorize these numbers, we can put them into effect. Say like when we're doing some exercises. Help count them out. All right. Most High Christ. So now, number 9 is the shy. Number 9 is the shy. Shy. And number 10 is, what is that? What's number 10?
Knock you, sir.
Go ahead.
Come on, God. Like the reading in the announcements, my I.S.U.P.K.
Close. Not my I.S.U.P.K, because that is like 10. But that's what we're describing tithes. But number 10 is I.S.U.P.K. I.S.U.P.K.
God.
I.S.U.P.K. All right, cool. So now, number 1 is Akkad, 2, Shanya, 3, Shalash, 4, Arabai, 5, Kamash, 6, Shasha, 7, Shabai, 8, Shamawana, 9, the shy, 10, I.S.U.P.K. Very good. All right. So now, just real quick, how would we say 11? How would we say 11?
Akkad. I.S.U.P.K.
Very good. So then, 11 is Akkad. Akkad I.S.U.P.K. Okay, so then, if 11 is Akkad I.S.U.P.K, then 12 would be
Shanya I.S.U.P.K.
very good. Number 12 would be Shanya I.S.U.P.K. Cool. All right. And you can imagine how the rest would follow. Okay. So then, if 11 is Akkad I.S.U.P.K, 12 is Shanya I.S.U.P.K, then 13 would be Shalash. Very good, very good. Okay, cool. Now, this was something different for me. Number 20. Etc. Number 20 would be
Yum.
close. I thought so too. No, it's Isupk. Yeah, yeah. So 20 is Isupk. 20 is Isupk. So then 21 is Go ahead.
That would be a Qadash.
Very good. Yes. Yes. It would be Akkad Asherayim. Oh, I keep writing slanted. Yes. So make sure you have that in your notes. And to help you memorize this, use this when you're doing exercises. Count them out. Try to count them out in Hebrew. Alright? So again, number 10 is Isharah, then 11 is Akkad Isharah, 12 is Shanya Isharah, 13 is Shalash Isharah, 14 Arabai Isharah, 15 Kamash Isharah, all the way down. Okay? Then 20 is going to be Asherayim. Okay? Multiples of 10. Asherayim. So then 21 is Akkad Asherayim. 22 is
Shanya
Shanya Asherayim. Good. 23 is Shalash Asherayim. 24 is Arabai Asherayim. And 25 is Kamash Asherayim. Very good, very good. All right. All right. Okay. Very good, very good. So we've gone over, as a review, we've gone over tribes. We've gone over, and we've gone over what? Our numbers, right? Mm-hmm. In Assyrian and ancient Hebrew. No sign of Christ. Okay. Now before we get up out of here, let's see. Where can we go? Here we go. Thank you very much, Officer McCoy. Appreciate that. Okay. Okay. So my troopers on the conference call, are you following on the tube?
Sir.
All right. Sir. Absolutely. Okay. So now let's do some practice real quick. Let's do a little bit of practice. All right. Cool. If you're able to follow on the screen, I'm going to write a verse up here. I'm going to write a verse. And see if you can read everything. We're going to sight read. We're practicing sight reading. All right. Let's see. And we're going to sight read in ancient Hebrew. Okay. Ancient Hebrew. Alright, so you could just look through your notes. Not going to tell you where we are. You're just going to read it sight unseen. So far, do anyone have any questions about what we went over or anything else? Go ahead.
Sir. How do we say, well, a few questions. How do we say 50, 100, and 1,000?
What's that? Okay. I'll answer that in just a second. Hey, Shalom on Christ. Hey, how about you, Shabbat? Good to hear from you, brother. All right. Just in case, today, of course, we went over our alphabets. We also did a review on the tribes, writing them down, able to pronounce them in ancient Hebrew and Assyrian. We went over our numbers, 1 through 25. I have to answer 100, 50, and 1,000. And in the meantime, between time, our troopers are going to sight read what is on the board. So now, Trooper Izar, you are up first. Sight read what is on the board in ancient Hebrew.
The top lines or all of them?
All of them. All of them. The whole verse is one verse.
Alright, come on, sir. From right to left.
That's right.
It's Yara'ah, Yahweh, Yah, the I, Hakama, Wama Wasai, Wama wa, ma, wa, sa, ra.
Okay.
Last line.
Hold on. So we have, hold on, go back to that word. We have bumpers and bridges.
Oh, no, Salaki. I said I'm on the traffic. I'm at the red light looking at the bumpers and the bridges. Salaki, sir. That's wa, ma, wa, wa, sa, wa, wa, sa.
There you go.
All right, last line, if I may. I, wa, I will haul you.
Okay, so now look at the bridges though.
Okay. How,
Oh, y'all. All right.
Oh, yeah, that's what I meant to say.
Absolutely, no sweat. Last word.
Amokan. That's
Baswa. Very good. So now, good job. Get that brother a hand. He's sight read in ancient Hebrew. Very good. So now you just read in Proverbs, my favorite book, of course, chapter 1, verse 7. You just read, the fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge, but fools despise wisdom and instruction. Yara'ath Yahweh, Ra'ashya Da'if, Kakama, Wa Marasar, Al Yawyam Bazwa. Very good, brother. Impressive. All right, okay. Now, I'm going to erase this because we're not going to give Trooper Ma'ashyala any slack. He's going to get a different verse. He will get okay. All right. So now, True Ma'ashyala, I will give you your choice to sight read ancient Hebrew or Assyrian Hebrew.
We can speak with the ancient, sir.
Okay. No sweat. So he has a request, ancient Hebrew. All right. All right. Children Ma'ashyala, you're up. Sight unseen. Read. Oh, my apologies. I forget there's a delay on here. Okay. Now put it together.
You going?
Yes, absolutely. You have a whole verse. All right. Mm-hmm. All right, now see, this is the beauty of ancient Hebrew. It's supposed to be a little easier. All right, come on. Close. We got what? Huh?
Call.
There you go. Ma call. Mm-hmm.
Y'all.
All right.
Y'all.
Close. All right, I like it. Keep going. Cool. Qadash, Yahweh, you died. Close it out for me. Oh, so Yahweh, you died. You still with me?
Come on.
Close it out for me. Mm-hmm.
It went blurry for us how long?
Okay.
There's a 9 in called Kataza on.
Mm-hmm. Remember now.
The screen is blurred. That's
Okay. Okay, I see it. All right.
First, I don't want to go to the blue letter and read right quick.
I wanted you to try to show off in ancient Hebrew.
I can. I just can't see.
I realize that. I'm moving it closer. Maybe that can help. All right, is that better?
Ma'al, wa.
All right, is that better?
Waba no wa. Waba no. It's still kind of blurry. Is that a ra or a ba?
That's a ba. All right, no sweat, no sweat. Obviously, Yahweh died. Psalms 44. Psalms 44 and 11.
Oh, come on. This book of Psalms, chapter 144 and 11 in the Hebrew. Naya. Wait a minute. You said Psalm 144 and 11?
No, Psalms 44 and 11.
Oh, 44 and 11. Sorry.
No sweat.
Come on. The book of Psalms, chapter 44, verse 11 in the Hebrew. The Nanwa. Kata an, ma, a call, wa, wabaga one, Salakia wa, bagal William, za, Salakia zarayatan wa.
Very good, very good, very good. The book of Psalms, chapter 44, verse 11. Data nanwa, kaltaza an, ma'akal, wabagalyum, zarayathan, wa. Very good. We read, Thou hast given us like sheep appointed for meat, and hast scattered us among the heathen. Absolutely, absolutely. Most High Christ, very good work, brothers, very good work. Of course, with that scripture, we can see how we have been given to the slaughter, to the heathens, and been made a mockery, as we see as our people are still suffering in today's time. All right? Somebody say Salakia?
Salakia, sir, if I may. What was that verse again?
Of the book of Psalms 44 and 11. Absolutely, absolutely. And of course, we went over Proverbs 1 and 7. All right? Very good, very good. Let's see. I was supposed to answer 150 and 1,000. Before we go, so now invocation of the class. $1,000 should be a lot. 1,000 should be a lot. $100 should be ma'ah. And 50, Salakia. If I'm correct, 50 should be Kamashim. It should be Mashiach. All right. That's what I have in my notes for that. You got all that, Azar?
The lag, I'm still. Okay, yeah, I got it now. Slap.
No sweat, no sweat. Sorry about that. All right. Very good work, brothers. Very good work. Okay, so Hebrews 1:1, we went over our alphabets, of course. We focused in on we did a review on the tribes, tribe of Israel, 12 tribes, all right, in ancient Hebrew and Assyrian. Then we went over our numbers, 1 through 25, okay, especially. And then we went over the book of Proverbs, chapter 1, verse 7, and the book of Psalms, chapter 44, verse 11. One in ancient Hebrew, the other in Assyrian Hebrew. Very good work, brothers. I see you are reading, you are studying. We are learning this Hebrew one scripture at a time. Very good work. And with that, we'll pass the class off to a preaching officer, the Pashkaya.
Shalom, this is the I.S.U.K security announcements. We're at I.S.U.K started on 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. We root for a new brother and sister. When a new brother and sister come to the school, there are limits for 6 months. They are here to be saluted only. They are here to set themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There is another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6-month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment, the book of Numbers, chapter 18, verse 21, and the book of Malachi, chapter 3, verse 8 to 10. My Ashura means tenth in the Hebrew. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you. Give to the church department or teacher. Priest fund, free or all for a priest, not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you like. The next holy convocation is going to be the feast of dedication, Hanukkah. It's going to be in the space of 8 days starting November 28th, Sunday, sundown. These also can find this in the book of 1 Maccabees, chapter 4, verse 52 to 61. Remind Akim and Awakim to check the bulletin board in the hallway. If anyone wants to be a trooper to school, start wearing all black, boot, shirt, pant, headband, and scarf. And one more thing, before you come to the school, make sure you Google the address to GPS it. That's going to be 3353 Glenwood Road, Decatur, Georgia. And with that, give one salute to the teacher and the men online. Men Israel, Almighty Sabbat, Almighty Barak, Yah Ba'Shem Yah Shabbat.
Yah Ba'Shem Shabbat.
We just said in Hebrew, may the Most High, in the name of Christ, bless you. Yah Yom Top, me hands down, class dismissed.